Well, that news from Ofgem came as the government launched its campaign to persuade Britain to get serious about shale. A new report says there may be 1,300 trillion cubic feet of shale gas available under the ground in the north of England, enough to power the country for decades. But releasing that energy means fracking, a deep drilling process that alarms environmentalists. Well, our science editor Tom Clark is in Ellswick. Tom, what can you tell us?
Well, Jackie, I'm standing outside one of fracking company Cuadrilla's previous sites, something that they fracked back in the 1990s. It's not shale gas here, it's a type of sandstone they're getting gas out of. But the point the company want to make is, a few years on, this is what a fracking site looks like. It's all pretty quiet, the environmental impact doesn't look that severe. But as we know, fracking itself involves lots and lots of water, lots and lots of drilling, thousands of truck movements, some pretty nasty chemicals going into the ground and wastewater coming out. They face quite robust local opposition here in Lancashire to that. But as we've been finding out today, that isn't the only obstacle a company wanting to get the gas that we now know is existing in huge amounts beneath my feet out of the ground. It's official. Beneath the green fields of north and central England lies natural gas, and lots of it. The new report from the British Geological Survey promises hope of a stable and secure supply of gas for Britain.
It is an opportunity to make sure we have our own homegrown gas supplies. For many years we've had that from the North Sea, but the North Sea production of gas is inevitably declining as those gas fields get more mature. So if we have this opportunity, it will save us lots of money and will make us more secure as a country, because we won't have to import so much energy from the rest of the world.
The deposit is called the Bowland Shale, a vast block of rock a mile thick in places. It stretches from one side of England to the other, and today's report suggests there are frackable rocks beneath counties from Lancashire to Lincolnshire. The main conclusion of today's report is astonishing, that beneath the ground I'm standing on, there's 1,300 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. If they can extract just 10% of that, and that's what Cuadrilla, the fracking company, claim they can do, that would be more gas than has ever been produced by offshore fields in the North Sea's history. But there's a lot of very good reasons why they might not be able to do that. Commercially, fracking the Bowland Shale would involve thousands of wells and possibly hundreds of drilling rigs like this. Despite the offer of financial compensation and royalties, local people say they will not stand for it.
I don't think you can put a price on people's health. That's what we're campaigning for here. We're fighting for our right to clean air, clean water, and to protect those resources that we have.
It's so short term. This isn't the answer to our long-term energy problems. You know, what we're talking about, 10, 15 years at best, and we're giving tax breaks and all sorts of incentives to the industry. We should be investing in renewables. It's renewables, stupid.
Fracking company Cuadrilla say this rather peaceful gas extraction site down the road is representative of the impact of the technology.
It's an industrial process at the end of the day, and it's not without some risks and some impacts. Yes, there will be vehicle movements, bringing water to sites, taking wastewater away, and that's inevitable. But I don't think it's as big in scale as some people would have us believe.
Even if they can overcome local planning and environmental red tape, it still doesn't mean a natural gas boom. This Cuadrilla video clearly shows the Bowland Shale has gas in it. It fizzes like a hangover cure when you drop it in water. But experience from other countries has shown sometimes less than 1% of gas can be extracted from shale deposits. UK shale gas is still a long way from an energy revolution. Well, it's not about to start fracking in earnest here anytime soon. There's still quite a bit of environmental red tape and some planning obstacles that Cuadrilla have to get over before they can even start the exploratory phase in this sort of 20 square mile area they have here. They're then going to drill about 6 exploratory pads. They'll look similar to this, but the messy process will begin of actually fracking them. And it's only then that we'll find out how much, if any, of that absolutely vast reserve of potential gas beneath my feet and much of the north of England they'll actually be able to get their hands on.